Hello, this is Nzima Motivational 2480. I hope you are good and feeling well. South Africa. Speculations have increased about what really happened to John Mongrel. John Mongrel is the brutal general and leader of the 28s in Pollsmoor prison. Mongrel entered Pollsmoor at the age of 14 and immediately took a liking for gang life. He wanted to become a 28 and therefore killed one of his cellmates by stabbing him through the heart. This was done before Mongrel's 15th birthday. Unlike other prisons, Mongrel has ensured that the 28s are top of the chain in Pollsmoor prison and demands that the other numbers listen to every word he says. Should a 27-member step out of line, Mongrel will carry out the duty of killing these members himself, a ritual that is far from the teachings passed down. Numbers vary, but it is believed that Mongrel has been responsible for over 1,000 deaths inside Pollsmoor, either directly or indirectly, in his 30 years in the prison. For gang, Mongrel gained international notoriety when he was featured on the TV series Ross Kemp on gangs. Kemp said Mongrel was the scariest man he had ever met. He went on to say, "The memory of his breath will stay with me for a long time. It smelled like roadkill left out in the sun." Since he'd been inside, he'd cut out a warder's eye and he rapes a different inmate every 3 weeks. He described how he kills with a toothbrush melted to a point. He was heavily tattooed, but, instead of needles, he'd use a razor blade. According to recent sources, a man called Brah Nani at MacG's podcast, who was a criminal since the age of 12, claimed to have killed John Mongrel. He said this took place when he was given a draft to Pollsmoor prison. Brah Nani, who was a gang leader of the number 27, when he arrived at the prison, he did not like the condition that the prison was in. Due to the leadership of John, he decided to order a hit on him. According to sources, John was stabbed to death by Brah Nani in 2014. But with this being said, some sources say John Mongrel is still alive and lives in Quilsriver, with multiple sources claiming that he is now a changed man. Someone said, I quote, "No, he is not. He is still around the streets as a changed man living in Quilsriver. You can find him in Sarepta. They know him well. John is actually short in person." A lot of people said that he is either dead or in jail. John was released a few years ago from Pollsmoor, and another person said, I quote, "Johnny Mongrel is alive. I live in Quilsriver and he hangs out here. He evens asked me a pitbull puppy when I was walking them. If you understand him, he will understand you. So don't think the worst always." So we are no longer sure of what really happened to John Mongrel, whether he is alive or not. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you on the next videos.